Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Tuesday morning, it is the 18th day of September. The time now, as I make this, is 3:55 a.m. My name is Rich, and today will be the fifth day in a row that high temperatures will make it into the middle 90s with triple-digit heat indices. We had a high of 96 yesterday with a heat index of 104, but there were a few blips on the radar yesterday. A couple of lucky towns got a shower, and I'm going to go out on the limb and say that there is a small chance of an isolated shower today. I'll show you future radar. How long will this intense heat continue? I've got the forecast updated through the weekend, and we're going to look way down the road, and I mean way down the road, into late September. Is there a possibility of a meaningful front that comes through here? I'll show you that. And is Isaac finally dead? Will Isaac rear its ugly head again? Just a little tiny weakness in the upper atmosphere up at 20,000 feet, maybe just the catalyst we need for a shower or two somewhere in the area. They're going to be very isolated in nature. Rain chances 20% or less across the area, so don't put your money on it. But it is possible. Hot and humid, otherwise high in the middle 90s. Heat index 100 to 105, again, fifth day in a row. Tonight slowed down to about 72, and the heat goes on. Tomorrow is going to be another hot and dry day with a high temperature in the middle 90s. I know we're getting into late September now. It's getting ridiculous. Widely scattered storms around on Thursday as well. But I think the rain chances are relatively small, getting a little bit better, more in the 30% range perhaps by the time we get into Friday and Saturday. And I think it'll be a pretty typical summertime forecast, even though that's the first day of fall. And even Sunday, some spotty storms around here and there with high temperatures in the lower 90s at least each one of those days. So let's review. Rain chances are tiny tomorrow at 10%, a little bit better as we get late in the week, especially towards Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in the 30% range. Still high temperatures in the lower 90s, maybe low to mid 90s, and lows at night will be in the lower 70s. So not much change and no relief in sight yet. Even though Friday is the last day of summer and autumn officially begins Saturday evening at 8:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the autumnal equinox, equal day and equal night. And by the way, we're looking late in the month now. This is the GFS model showing a little cool front making it into central Alabama, perhaps on Friday, September 28th. It's possible. Don't take it to the bank yet, but it's something to, to think about. Highs will fall back to the middle 80s, lows at night into the low 60s. If this comes to fruition, we'll see. We'll continue to watch it for you. Just throw that out there for you. In the tropics, things are getting quieter. We have post-tropical depression Florence. We have Joyce is a tropical depression, and the remnants of Isaac out there. Florence in central Pennsylvania may cause some more heavy rain in the northeast today, maybe an isolated tornado or two. After yesterday, there were 13 tornado reports, including this tornado in the suburbs of Richmond, Virginia, that killed somebody. There was an auto parts store there, and the roof was taken off. So some violent tornadoes. Death toll now 32 altogether from flooding, and that yesterday that fatality from the tornado in Richmond, Virginia. What about Isaac? Now the National Hurricane Center gives it a 10% actually a 0% chance of development. In other words, they've written it off as the tropical wave with Isaac's remnants continues moving westward towards the Yucatan. Our weather app keeps you on top of the tropics and all the other weather with hourly forecast, 10-day forecast, and when you take it out of town, it knows where you are. It'll give you the current weather and forecast weather for that area. Go to the App Store and search Rich Thomas Weather. So that's it. That's all I have for you this morning. Glad the tropics are starting to quiet down, at least for a little while. I think this trend will continue for at least 15 days. We may see a spike after that. We'll see. Live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1. Greg, Jay, Emily, and Bailey, the Wonder Dog, is also in the studio with us, and we're live on CBS 8 and ABC 32. Watch us on TV. I do the weather hit with Ben Lang this morning at 5:50, and then our morning crew and their morning crew kind of have a little fun at 6:40 a.m. Join us for that, and of course another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. right here, and your forecast whenever you want it when you're out and about across the dial twice an hour on 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. Have a great day today. Stay cool. I'll see you later.
Rich Thomas Weather.